There's a lot to do there, though, isn't there? There's a lot there. Fucking hell.
I'll do the whole thing with that.
Oh, yeah. Probably should put that all in one bit.
So our plans for lockdown really were to ensure that we were training as much as possible, because you were going to the gym quite a lot, weren't you?
Right, and you say our plans for lockdown.
Did we have any
We
plans?
don't have any fucking plans for lockdown. Lockdown happened and I shit myself because the gym shut.
Okay, so we made sure we were running.
We were running.
We were running a bit.
Yeah.
For me, I wanted to get back with Grace for some reason. Random.
All right. What happened?
Yeah, I suppose like for me, I think the achievements were like that 9.5 mile run that was meant to be an 8 mile run,
Yeah.
and we cocked up and took the wrong turning because we were too busy talking to the guys on the horses,
Yeah.
and then ended up running for about an hour and a half.
My biggest achievement of that was that I needed to shit for the last 2 miles and I carried on.
And that weird fucking shop with the that had the weird kind of knitted dolls with their dicks out.
Oh, that's what you put the picture of.
Yeah, I will insert the picture here somewhere. Yeah, your WOD Bible was cool.
Yeah.
WOD Bible was really cool. I don't know where it is, but it's quite cool. So the WOD Bible was just a load of made-up workouts of the day, where you title them with cool 80s action movie titles like Mad Max and Doe, Vom Style.
I don't know. I don't think it was meant to be called Bomb Style. It was actually 21s.
Was it
It was
21s?
21s Bomb Style.
The fast mile was quite cool as well. So yeah, the fastest mile was a big achievement because I wasn't very fast at running anyway. I'm still not very fast at running anyway. Often put on my weight vest just because then I can run slow. Always ticks a
It's like an
box.
excuse.
A little bit. Well, not an
You
excuse,
got fast
but
at running. You got really fast.
I did
at
get
it.
good at running.
You got
actually.
better than me really quickly. And like on the first few times you went for a run, I thought you were going to cry, and then after that you got better than me. So
I couldn't talk. It was like so I it was similar to drowning, like running and not being able to catch my breath, like in a really short space of time. Within the first half mile, I couldn't breathe, and yeah, it was similar to, I imagine, drowning. It was horrible.
I only experienced when I tried to go for a run with a hangover.
Yes.
Which
along
normally
London Road.
works. Normally when I've got a hangover, if I go for a run, it like gets rid of it. Like normally if I like, bleh, and then you go for a run, you like sweat all the alcohol out, feel loads better. But on that occasion, I just thought I was going to be sick about 6 times.
Toughest workout for me, definitely 21. So 21 was one of the workouts that you designed in your WOD Bible. That consisted of 21 rounds.
I'm just.
Here she is. Already put shit like that. So yeah, the hardest, toughest workout for me was. The hardest workout for me definitely would have been 21, which is 21 rounds of 21 reps that go 20 thrusters, 1 burpee, 19 thrusters, 2 burpees, and they kind of ascend and descend both ways. But that was the angriest I think I've ever been in my life. It was horrible. What weight did I do it at? 40?
I don't know.
It wouldn't have been any less or more than 40, I don't think. I think it was at 40. But it was horrible. It took me a really long time. Kicked weights around quite a lot. Swore at the sky a fair bit. And you a little bit. But yeah, how about you? What do you reckon your toughest one was?
Apocalypto was really hard because. So the point of Apocalypto, that was the one where it was like you add a rep each round, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we had four exercises. It's like an EMOM. You have 4 exercises. Minute 1, you do 1 thruster. Minute 2, you do 1 dumbbell snatch. Minute 3, you do 1 devil press, and minute 4, you do 1 burpee. So, and then you repeat that, but you add a rep each time. So, minute 5, you do 2 thrusters. Minute 6, you do 2 snatches, etc., etc. And that just was like stupid easy for the first 8, maybe even 12 minutes. And you're like, oh, this is a piece of piss, and then it's horrible. I don't know, that was the hardest one though. Rogue 2.
Rogue 2.
That's the one with the 10 down to 1 of man makers, box jump over burpees and overhead squats. Yeah. You did it twice.
Lessons learned. I think throughout lockdown and putting ourselves through a bit of a training camp, which is what it felt like. We were working out pretty much every day. You certainly were working out every day. I kind of dipped off towards the end a little bit just because I was itching for the gym to reopen. But I think for me it was my mindset. It was my mind can be really strong sometimes. I can be like, right, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to go out for a weighted run. I'm going to do some pull-ups. I'm going to do this, that, the other. Do one of the exercises out the WOD Bible. Here is the WOD Bible for context. Yeah, I think sometimes like just my mind would stop me from doing things. So I think for me, yeah, the toughest challenge was probably my mind. Also, that it doesn't really matter what you look like. Fitness is far more important than if you've got a six-pack or you can see your pecs or anything like that. It really became secondary, whereas beforehand, where you've been in commercial gyms, it was all about that. It was all about kind of like, oh, I need to do traps.
I remember a lot of that got to do with mirrors, and that's why I like training fit so much. There's no mirrors. Well, there are on the top bit.
But just two small ones.
I mean, they're useful for form, but you walk into like a Pure Gym or I don't know if I'm allowed to slag off the Pure Gym.
Other gyms are
Other
available.
commercial gyms. Then there's like mirrors everywhere, aren't there? And I think that's why you get a lot of those blokes do like a pump pose and then
a pump pose.
I've not heard of that.
No, is that a thing?
Pump pose. But I think the lack of mirrors at Train Fit helps.
Yeah.
And obviously, like when you're in the garden, there isn't a mirror. There's there's the French doors, which occasionally help. I learned that I can't snapshot anyone looking at me.
Or when you're hungover.
Oh, yeah.
Because you almost knocked yourself out.
Yeah.
Shame we didn't have that in the video.
Yeah.
I was also pretty hungover, so there was no filming going.
Maybe working out when hungover is just not a good idea.
Big lesson learned, do not work out if
It
you're
normally
too
helps. It normally helps. If you're still drunk and you go, it's fine. Like if you go to the gym in the morning still pissed, that's like the best way to do it. And then go home and go to sleep, and then the hangover kicks in later.
Yeah, I think consistency as well was a really key one. Yeah.
Having a rest day. I've probably beat myself up in the past about not wanting to take rest days and being like, well, I'm not going to get any stronger if I don't take a rest day, because I know that's like...
In that voice.
Yeah. I know that's like scientifically true, but like I think sometimes it's just nice to go and work out because you want to work out, not because you want to get stronger.
Is there anything like fitness-wise you'd do different if there was another lockdown, which there may well be? Like if let's say that Boris goes, right, okay, young people have been out at illegal raves, we've all been fingering each other, everyone's got COVID now, so fuck you, Christmas is cancelled, we're going to go into another lockdown. Training-wise, what would you do different to the first one? That's a fucking question, that.
It is, because I actually feel like we did do pretty well given the circumstances. I would like to have got more morning workouts in, but then I'm aware of the fact that we've got neighbours. So like I probably, if we had another lockdown and I was teaching from home again, that would save me a bit of time in the morning, and I probably would have preferred to be like outside. But I don't know if that's necessarily fair on the neighbours, because we're not the quietest of exercisers.
We like music on and we like to grunt. This isn't working, sorry us.
You're gonna sit down?
There we go. You're going to sit down? No.
I'm sitting, I'm on the table. My ass is going to get you a coffee. I'm going to shut in your coffee.
All in all, lockdown was pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
The best bit about it was getting my Linda bar. The Linda bar. Oh, that made like lifting just a pleasure.
You haven't used it since Jim's break.
No, I
haven't used it
can't.
in 3
I'm not going to
months.
be one of those twats that goes to the gym with their own barbell. I'm not that level. Afraid. But we're all
Have you ever seen anyone come into the gym
Yes,
with their own
people that are
barbell?
really, really good at lifting. Like they're like good. They don't do anything else. They just lift.
Do you think Sonny Webster carries his own bar around?
Almost definitely.
Not like to go to the shop, like I'm nipping to the car to get some milk and a packet of biscuits.
Almost definitely
Check
has
them
his
out.
own barbell.
Mm.
I should imagine somebody like Sonny Webster has his own barbell that he carries around. Maybe he's employed a barbell carrier. Like a golf
like a
caddy.
caddy, yeah. Imagine-
That's a weird job, isn't it? Can I polish your barbell for you, Sonny? No? Okay. Fine.
Especially if that was a
Would you like me to
euphemism.
pre-talk it for you?
Especially if that was a euphemism for giving him a wank. We've gone off on a tangent.
That's
Yeah.
kind of what I meant by
Oh,
You're never going to do anything with this because you hate it.
no. Some of them I really like. Some of them I do really like. I liked Rogue 2. I liked Rogue 2. I liked Apocalypto. I like Bad Boys.
You haven't done Bad Boys.
I have.
You haven't.
What a look at it. Excellent. We should sort of like wrap it up. We know how to wrap it up.
To rap.
Oh no.